Well, hello everybody. This is exciting. I'm Palidore. This is SirDimwi next to me. This is VR Master League. We're only in week 2 of Season 4. And can you believe it? We've got this incredibly hyped up match, super anticipated between these two super teams. The top of their game, the top of their divisions, and this is going to be quite the divisive match I could imagine, or at least the exciting one. It's Ignite. We've got the New York Kings coming in here from the NEPA organization. And man, oh man, Dimwi, are you as excited as I am? I put on the old school jersey. You know why? Because all these players, they bring back the memories from the old school days, and yet here they are still at the top.
I am downright giddy. I'm giddy. I mean, that's the word right now. I am absolutely giddy. I have been looking forward to this matchup since the New York Kings became a team. This is what I've wanted to see for the last however many months it has been. I have been ready for this matchup right here. If you follow me anywhere on social media, you know it's all I've been talking about for the last 24 hours. This is the game. This is the matchup. We only get 2 of these in the regular season. I am so stoked. I am so ready for this.
Yeah, May 15th, May 16th. This has been a long time coming, Sir Dimwi. Doc Education, what's up? On our sidelines here for us. This is going to be something stellar. I know, I believe you had a very brief pre-stream quote from one of the Kings.
I did. I connected with Strem, and I asked him for a little bit of words of wisdom, and he said, "Don't talk to me. I'm too nervous." And then he said I could use that. So yep. Strem, typical self-deprecating, but also highly focused and highly self-aware. This is going to be. I mean, this is the matchup ever since the New York Kings. Really the first kind of super team in Echo Arena history of that ilk of bringing players from top teams together and. They're definitely looking to dethrone Ignite, and this is an early test. We should all be, cognizant of the fact that they are still getting together. They still are probably not in full mid-season form. Ignite, on the other hand, has started off 6 rounds, 6 mercies so far. Yeah. So it's going to be exciting.
Well, that's the tough part. So. It's not just wins, they are dominant wins, and they've been doing this for seasons, but it does seem like, and I think you alluded to it in that last stream towards the end, they've kicked it up another notch. I mean, this current roster, I mean, they can keep beating the rosters of old. They're not plateauing yet, it seems like, and that's a scary situation to be in for sure. But surely, as I say that, the first round, SirDimwi again on the cast here, joining me, Palidore, Doc Education, Sidelines, and Wonder T-Man on the wondrous cams. Off we go to the races.
Yeah, that was New York Kings with a quick headbutt on that neutral joust. Although getting a hand on it was Ignite, sending it back into the King's zone here. Ender trying to track it down, Ryan on his tail. And just like that, I mean, we were already into a contested situation. Kings currently in control. Opportunity here. Goal is open, shot on. And there you go. 24 seconds in, 10 meters out, Cruising gets 3 on the board here. New York Kings have taken the first lead.
Oh, they gotta be careful. You cruise, you lose. You cannot let him get those open shots. Known as many things, and yes, I always give credit as the defender, but I mean, any of these players, open goal, it's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. And they are off to a great start now, trying to defend against this launch here from Ignite. Let's see. It's going to be maybe a turnover in a second here. And there's Cruisin' with a quick tap. Maybe a little bit rushed there late on the comms, but nonetheless, it still got to the right places with a shot attempt here. Maybe about to happen. No, just back pass into the mid.
Yeah, an opportunity there for a moment that the change there from Ignite are so quick. But ascending here. Goal is open again. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? New York Kings have taken a 5-point lead here. We're only a minute and a half in. Yeah, this is not the start I expected. I'm going to be totally real.
I'm going to be totally Palidore, and I agree with you. I mean, look. You give them a good start like this, and I know there has been a quote, what was it, from Strem even before, where they're saying they have those mercies against each other in their scrims, allegedly. And, well, right now, off to a great start. So Ignite, who has done nothing but mercy this season, they got to be careful here.
Ooh, an opportunity here as they get 2v1. Oh, good defensive chain there from New York Kings, and they turn that one around. Ignite is having trouble right now. They're held scoreless for 2 minutes. Usually at this point in the game this season, they're already running up the score. 2 minutes in, you're usually going, all right, this is probably a mercy, but right now, we're wondering if they're going to be able they're going to be able to even put points on the board as Kings back in possession. Occulizator sending that one in. Ender trying to track it down, but it will be picked up there by Ryan, but the send out is not on. This one back into the Ignite bubble here. They're going to have to start cleaning up some of these clears, some of these passes, because this Ignite team is looking a little off their game at the moment.
They were warmed up. They just had that match against LA Skylines as well, so they were just very recently engaged in the Echo activities, but right now they just need to find some scoring activity because the fact that they are scoreless is some paranormal activity. That said, they have the open goal-ish on some bothered goalies, and they'll just dump it in. 12 meters a second, but Ryan gets it.
Very interesting that that New York Kings, if you look at that replay, the New York Kings defense was completely folded up there in front of the goal. They had 3 players in the goal plane right there. Very odd look from the New York Kings, but also notable. I mean, that was kind of the first time they had to play significant bubble defense throughout this first round so far. The first 3 minutes here, New York Kings have been so quick to respond to Ignite's offense that they haven't had to set up in the bubble like that. So very interesting to see if that's going to be something that'll be their downfall in this game.
Oh, back into the launch. So with that, a reaction from Ignite. You know they're not going to be held down mighty long, not at all, and they will get the disc back once more. So Jaywalker now sending it downfield and actually sailing past Occulizator. Occulizator in danger there. Game encroaching, dealing a stun, but Jaywalker's still there for another one. Rebound, that is to say, as they position out top and bottom, and now eyeing the drive and actually keeping themselves quite alive with the 2-point play right off the anchor inside that bubble.
Yeah, goalie stunned out, so Jaywalker able to anchor that one in. Strem had just gotten to Jaywalker as well. Grabbing his feet, started climbing up the back there, trying to get that stun, but not before Jaywalker got that shot off. So Ignite back within one here, but 4 minutes in, New York Kings are still in the lead as Occulizator handles this one from the quarterback pass, juking around, gets away from that chain, and gets it through to Ender, though Ender's going to get stopped up there. Jaywalker with a big turnover, sending this one out, going to go for the floor. That was a bounce shot off the floor, but Cruzen handles that one cleanly, sending it up. Nice interception, Jaywalker, but Occulizator and Strem are there to disrupt that. Now Occulizator sending it around, going for that bounce pass to Strem. Now has to get away from Jaywalker and sends this one up to Cruzen. Oh, an opportunity here. 1v1, no, 2v1. They set it up, Strembitsky to Ender, and New York Kings push back ahead by 3.
Challenge has been met here for sure. Now exchanging goals and still staying in it, ahead by a few, as you mentioned there, and not to be lost in the hype, but chat as well in Twitch. We've got some peak viewership going on so far in these first couple weeks, and we have, look at that, Wombo Combo, 10 Tier 1 community subs. Thank you so much for that a few minutes ago, and Super Stab, that is super of you, with a community sub there as well, resubscription in fact. Sheesh, guys. Thanks for the support. This has been awesome.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen so much support lately. It's Jaywalker. Oh my goodness, Cruzen is just shutting down that backline there. We are over halfway through this first round. Ignite has yet to take the lead here. This is a team, we have to note, this is a team that has mercied every single round they have yet played in here in Season 4, and right now they can't even get the lead. Currently down by 3. New York Kings are just masterful possession right now. Strembitsky, sending this one up. Actually going to go ahead and back that one out. Look at this. It's like they're chewing on their food a little bit too much. Oh, come on. They're up by 5. I don't even know what to say.
I mean, for the side of Kings, that's some tasty dinner they're chewing on, apparently. But Ignite still got 4 minutes left, and unfortunately for every other team in the league, as we've seen, even in junctures from season to season, for the seldom times this team, whether as Ignite or formerly Joker, the seldom times they've even dropped rounds or were in danger of it, they have an uncanny ability more often than not to still make a game and come back by the end. And this is an eternity. They can score 20 points in 4 minutes, for that matter.
Oh, they absolutely can. I mean, we're talking about the best team in North America, 3 seasons running. I mean, absolutely uncontested until literally right now. This is unreal what we're witnessing, although good possession here from Ignite. They're going to slow this down. Kung sending that one across into the hands of Ryan here on the near side. They're trying to draw that defense out of the bubble. Occulizator coming out to challenge over to Game, bringing it in. One more pass there. Beautiful play from Ignite as they pull out the X's and O's. Game to Jaywalker, and they're back within 3.
Yeah, X's and O's and a chef's kiss to that, Dimwi. That was some beautiful team play. So Ignite matching the energy there and that disc cycling that we saw from the side of Kings here. And we know that historically they're a team in Ignite who loves to be fast and furious, but if they need to slow it down, they can do it. That's how they won their first championship.
Oh, I really want to point out the passing we saw there until that interception. That was just three-dimensional. I don't know how else to phrase that. That was three-dimensional passing. They're using the floor, the ceiling, the walls, everything. Although Ignite is able to respond here in the hands of Ryan now, sending us one up. Sending that one up to Jay Walker, who's going to back that one out. Look at how Ignite's having to play here. Usually, this is a team. All they have to do is press up, and they score. But right now, they're having to reset. They're having to cycle the disc around significantly more than they typically have to. His game is able to recover that one on the far side.
Man, tell you what, if they can't get back in it soon, they're going to be feeling mighty pressed up and just pressed in general. But over here, trying to press the front court. And there's a beautiful swing through assist from Game to Ryan. Doesn't miss, not from that close up. And 1 point game here as we wind down to the final 2 minutes of only the first round. Dimwi, one question. Too late to switch this to a best of 7.
Wouldn't that be something?
I'm going to mod you for 1 minute. You can make this happen.
It's funny. I asked Princess earlier to mod me for exactly 1 minute to respond to Ender, of all people. Ender in the game here. But Ignite is going to force that turnover. They send this one back in all the way down. They have one player in. No chain away yet. Too many stuns in the backfield. Jay Walker breaks it in. Jay Walker hits it. And there you go. I can't believe I'm going to say this. It took Ignite over 8 minutes to get the lead here in the first round, but they just did it there. But there's still over a minute to go.
Yeah, that's dangerous. And see, this is what I mentioned about in the 4-minute mark, right? The uncanny ability to do just that. But we have seen the strength here coming in from the Kings. We know that they can get back in this in a hurry. And right now, that is a hurried launch that they just miss a grab on at the very end. That could have been a great opportunity for a goal. Still might be yet, however, denied by the grab from Jay Walker. Always a presence, a beast on the steals and in the midfield. So they need to get this back. They do. Strembitsky there has to toss it away, but already knows the general vicinity of Cruzen. Always ever present in that back line, reliable from there, can move to the front when they want, but now they need to move it up front, maybe take a lead again. If that goes in, no, grab Jay Walker.
Yeah, Jay gets into that lane in the last second, but Ender gets back, tries to go to Strem. Strem is stunned out. So Game's going to get this one picked up, but he clears it out in the hands of Ock. Ockalizator has a couple options, goes down to the floor there to Strem, breaks it in, hits it. Strembitsky just, oh my goodness, the Kings just took the lead here, up by 1. And Ignite's going to have, less than 20 seconds. They have 18 seconds. 18 seconds.
And this is going to be the longest 18 seconds of their lives, at least in Season 4. My goodness. I can tell you one thing. The mercy streak has already been broken. Could the loss be coming next, at least on the round? Let's see. They've impressed, no doubt. They've got 10 seconds to do it and maybe pull off what seemed impossible, but they're going to dive in. There's Game, and he's driving, and he's finding and Ignite. They will take it, as they do. Unbelievable ending. Doc Education, sidelines, explain.
I'm totally speechless. I feel like just being a fanboy right now, but I know I owe you guys some analysis. So what did I see? I mean, a couple of early threes from the New York Kings, some open goal. Well, one early three and then another open goal. Ignite kind of coming out and being a little bit aggressive. They definitely picked up, their defense did ignite at the end of that round. I think New York Kings got 7 points in the first half or so, and I think only 4 points in the end in the second half. So Ignite really picking it up. And I mean, you saw Strembitsky and Game showing that they are incredible players in the clutch. Strembitsky coming in, getting the lead late. Game coming back, getting the lead back for the last win. I mean, it was absolutely insane. And SirDimwi, you absolutely called it out. Right now, the New York Kings are forcing Ignite to actually play a form of Echo Arena that almost everyone else has got to play in back passing, in being slow, in being deliberate, because New York Kings are really putting defensive pressure on them. The spacing and passing for the New York Kings also is absolutely top notch. This has been an incredible first round. I'm a big New York Kings fan right now in round 2 because I want to see round 3, and I want to force these guys to round 7. Kicking it back to you guys.
Thanks, Doc Education, for that. And again, Wonder on T-Man on the cams. On Palidore, that's SirDimwi. Oh, Dimwi, it was so very close, but now is the test. See if that blood is boiling ever more here for the Kings, knowing that they almost had them, but they have to come back at this 10 minutes or else or else Ignite will take their advantage at every opportunity. There's the first couple in 10 seconds.
Yeah, there were 3 orange bodies in the goal there that all got stunned out at the same time. Ryan is able to just walk that one in. See, that is the sort of Ignite start to a round you typically expect. New York Kings looking to answer quickly. Cruz and Oculator, Ox sending that one in, but look at that. Ignite just intercepts that one like it's nothing. Jaywalker sends that one out into Jaywalker's hands, up to Kong. Kong trying to go back to Jaywalker, but it will turn over. So Oculator gets it picked up, sending this one out. Maybe looking at that cloud shot, but no, it's going to be picked up once again by Ignite.
Now taken by Game, and this the start of this round's already a little bit precarious. We saw the Kings get off to a great start. They need to do the same thing here and just keep them on their toes, because that round 3 is going to come. It has to be done the full 20 minutes here in the first 2, as they will go backboard, just like the other side, but a denial this time as a tap back from Ender, really trying to make that soft so we can get to cruising, and they do so with just enough success to retain possession, if only for a second here. Great pass fake, but the ding now, and it will fall just a bit short as they swing for another goal. No, Ryan the stun and turnover.
Yeah, you see the Kings are playing right at the edge of their ability here. Ding, and there was 2 opportunities, but here we go. Ignite is going to answer just like that. They send it in, they get it in. I don't even know what to say. New York Kings, they had several opportunities there, were not able to capitalize on any of them, and Ignite throw it in like bread on butter.
And that was kind of the question for me, is how that would turn out, where you feel like if you're the Kings in round 1, you just about had that game-winning shot there at the end to take that lead. I believe it was Strem, but then just coming out the other end with just no time to spare to take it away. How the Kings would respond to that in terms of just the mental feel, you know, having it so close and then taken away from you. And so far, you can see the momentum definitely lost a little bit, and just not quite as hot, you know, firing on some of their execution here.
Yeah, even the pace of the game, it feels like it's slowed down a little bit as both teams, you know, playing that very conscientious, very considerate play styles. You've got Jaywalker cutting in. No, he's going to go to Kong. And just like that, another one there from Ignite. I mean, they are just slicing and dicing this defense up like sushi. It is, it's quite unbelievable what we're seeing here from Ignite, because this is X's and O's. This is the kind of game that New York Kings plays.
And they are indeed royalty and Echo for a reason, but just the same, Ignite showing exactly why they've been able to dominate here in VR Master League the last year now, since their first championship win in Season 1. I mean, just an incredible run, certainly speaking, but I think if there's any team who can do it and can get back in it, it's going to be a team like this, but not with stuff like that. It's Game finding a 2, and they are up to the tune of 8.
You know, Cruisin' was kind of off balance there, but he got there. He put on the brakes. He got into position. The only player that's getting around Cruisin' right there is Game, and Game does it. Ignite with an 8-point lead here, although we're only 3.5 minutes in. We still have over 6 minutes to go here in this second round. Oh, what an interception. Jaywalker, you kidding me? Sit down. Sit down. Unbelievable.
If it weren't for my messy desk, I'd be getting up and throwing everything around right now. Good Lord, Jaywalker! Absolutely no mercy on that shot, but maybe mercy coming up if they keep this pace. Unbelievable.
Absolutely unbelievable. Oh no, Cruisin' is stunned. They've got 2 down.
Actually, 3 down.
Wow. 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 14, we're not even halfway through.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the quote? Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. So said Tyson back in the day, I believe. And I mean, Ignite, they got punched in the face in round 1 for a bit, but boy, did they rebound off those ropes, and now it's the Kings against the ropes, at least for the moment. The thing is, with over half this round still remaining, I would apply the same thing I said about Ignite to the Kings here. You're talking about the most talented offensive players in the world. I mean, they could do it, but right now, 16 is a mountain. Call it Olympus, in fact.
We're just now getting to the halfway mark of the second round. It feels like it has been a full 9 minutes. New York Kings going to be on this joust advantage. There is time. We've seen what they are capable of doing. We saw them in round 1. I mean, we saw them in round 1. Oculizator sending this one in is going to be in the hands of Ender. They've got to cut up the defense the way Ignite does it to them. Strembitsky with an opportunity, bringing it in. Stop there, Kung. I don't even know what to say. That was it. That was the turnaround point. Those are the points they needed, and now it's back in their bubble here. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
This has been the last cast of SirDimwi and Palidore. Doc Education, I'm going to kick it to you right now because I can't believe what I just saw.
I mean, I can't believe what I'm seeing either, except that the stacks, the defensive pressure from Ignite all season has been insane. They're running double stacks. So if you notice, they have Game and Ryan up front, and they have Jaywalker and Kung on the backside. And the backside stack is absolutely flying in and stealing, picking the pocket of everyone, putting pressure on everyone. You can see right there, they cause enough pressure to make that bad pass. Ender does pick it up, but right now the New York Kings are just under so much pressure. Great back pass. So this is actually one of the better offensive possessions in terms of in control that the Kings have had, but just like again, Kung with the save. Every opportunity that the Kings get, it's just the door gets slammed by the defense of Ignite.
Jaywalker.
I can't call this Dimwi. Someone needs to. The emphasis here is, look, they're scoring mercy level numbers. The defense, though, they are playing insane on defense. They are covering and grabbing every single thing and making every single thing, and that's the end of the round off that one single 3. Add it to the books. Ignite 22-0 after winning by 1 narrow point in round 1. It is done.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know what to say after that one. That was quite the. Well, you know, I said it was going to be a barn burner. I claimed that out there on social media, and this was a barn burner indeed. What an absolutely ridiculous game there. I can't believe what we saw there. Palidore, Doc. I don't even know what to say about that.
I mean, I was talking about it at the end of the game. You guys were talking about it, especially in round 2, and especially kind of after the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes of round 1, the defensive pressure from Ignite just really shut the Kings down. The Kings got 7 points, I believe, in the first 5 minutes or so of round 1, and then they scored 4 points in the whole rest of the game. So it was Ignite honestly being a little bit disjointed with their defensive stacks in the beginning of the first round, and once they clicked into gear, it was just insane. That once they get a score and they get you on the offensive joust, their defensive joust is so strong. They're putting so much pressure on you. They're going so fast that it's just absolutely insane. The level of play that we're seeing right now from the Ignite team is pretty cool to see.
It's pretty lit, fittingly. They are just. I'm lit up right now. I'm a sweaty caster when I cast teams like this. I shouldn't be. The blood pressure, man, it puts you through the waves. We thought we were so close. We thought. You thought, Twitch. You thought. And then
We all thought.
Then sure enough, as they do. The thing is, there are a lot of takeaways from this match, didn't we? I think after you get past the initial sting for Kings, you've got to recognize, and I'm sure they already knew, they've been scrimming, obviously, and playing these guys for collectively years across many different rosters. But there are some good takeaways here from the Kings. Maybe they did or didn't need to prove it to themselves, but I think they proved a lot, if nothing else, to our season peak viewers. I think we were approaching close to 300 at some point. They showed, once again, as high of a level as Ignite is, the teams right there with them are right there with them. Got out of hand for a round there in 2, but round 1 just shows if one team here at this Master Division is on top of their game, and Ignite, even when they're on top of their game, all it takes is one team to just come and kind of hit you in the face a little bit, and then suddenly it's like, oh, this is a game. We've got to play. We've got to show up. And, you know, Ignite managed to do that, especially come round 2.
They did, but I will point out what New York Kings can take away from this is what did work. I mean, that first round, it was working, and there was a sort of play style. It was pointed out in the chat a few times. The clear and boost, Ignite could not get past cruising on the clear and boost, and that's why you saw I started pointing out that they were playing the X's and O's. That's because they couldn't get by cruising on their typical game plan. So they started playing like the New York Kings and beating the New York Kings at their own game. So what the New York Kings are going to have to do the next time they face them is get Ignite, force Ignite to play the clear and boost, so they have to contend with cruising on the back line in those deep clears, and play them. Basically, when Ignite plays New York Kings game, Ignite's going to win. New York Kings need to get Ignite to play Ignite's game, so the New York teams can get the victory there. It's backwards. It doesn't make sense, but that's what I've witnessed here in that game. That's what I'm expecting to see the Kings try to do in future matchups.
Yeah, and you know, for Ignite, it's one of those cases where you can never totally discredit a team or bet against them, I should say, until it finally happens. They finally take that first loss somewhere, someday, and they will. It happens to all of us. But when it does happen, you can bet. You can bet all that build-up from both the viewers and the player side of things. I mean, that's what sports are about. That's what this sport is about here in Echo Arena. So, hey, a lot of good takeaways, like you said. Doc Education, any last thoughts here before we do sign off on this particular match?
Just want to point out, you know, this is just the first. We're going to see these two teams play each other again in Cycle 2. We're almost certainly going to see these two teams playing each other again in the finals, or, you know, in the playoffs leading up to the finals. There's going to be a lot of room for the New York Kings to grow together, to gel together, to learn what works for them, to pick apart Ignite in every way that they can. This whole season is just, it's an arms race in Echo. And this was, you know, as you guys have pointed out, the first little taste of vulnerability for Ignite, and you know, they clicked it in. They showed they've got extra gears too, and you know, round 2 was also a statement for Ignite. So I mean, there's a lot to see here. There's a lot of fun to be had, a lot to learn. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to more fun all throughout season 4.
Fun it shall be, or else. All right, Dimwi. Always a pleasure. I feel like we haven't been able to do this as much lately as a duo, but I don't know. If you can't tell, I'm just feeling the nostalgia today. Good times. Things are changing. Some things stay the same, but all I know is Echo is on the move and on the growth. Does that make sense? It probably does. So from here in VR Master League Channel 1, I've been Palidore, SirDimwi co-casting with me, Doc Education there on our sidelines, and manning the cams. And know what a man he is. Wonder T, doing it to the T. So thank you everyone on the Twitch. Once more, huge shout out Wombo Combo for the 10 subs there, Tier 1 community gifts. Really appreciate it, and that's not even an uncommon thing at this point. Supporting Seal as well during the off season with the subs and all that. So we appreciate you very much, Wombo Combo, Super Stab as well, and everyone else here, Sneaky Evil, the VIP. I'll get that in a sec. Yeah, thanks for the follows, the subs, and just the chat, the interaction, and stopping by. Until our next matches, which will inevitably come real soon. Again, I've been Palidore, SirDimwi, Doc Education, Wonder T-Man. Be happy, healthy, safe, and be good to each other. We're going to see you again right around the bend.
And we're underway.
Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR.